Someone please pass me a sensu bean. Yeah, let's do it. So Thunderbolts was a movie. Yeah, it was a movie. Was it ass? No, it wasn't ass, but it wasn't amazing. Like when you watch Thunderbolts, you're not going, oh my gosh, oh shit, what the fuck? But at the same time, you're also not going, oh hell nah, what am I looking at? Thunderbolts is it's a movie. Like, I'm not mad that I went to go see it, but you know, I'm not actually busting nuts that I did go see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, cool, you know, it was a cool film. First off, before we even continue the review, I just checked online, and apparently Thunderbolts is one of the highest rated debuts for a Marvel film. And get this, apparently this shit is rated higher than Infinity War. Hey, look, I don't know who the fuck Marvel paid to get that rating, but they had to drop fat stacks. And I'm talking stacks the size of Dave Blunt's, because there's no way. No way in blue hell is this movie even close to Infinity War. I truly don't know how that's possible. Like, don't get me wrong, this movie is better than like the newest Captain America, but it's not touching nowhere close to like a Black Panther or even the first Ant-Man. It's not touching close to those films. So like, to be honest, I don't know where the hell these ratings are coming from. These critics had to be on that Schedule 1 pack when they were reviewing this shit. Pros and cons about this movie. Pros: the acting was actually pretty great. I feel like each person in this movie did a great job diving into their role and playing their characters. Winter Soldier, Ghost, Red Guardian, Timu Captain America, and hold on. I don't know your name, but excuse me, miss, I saw you from across the room. I don't know about y'all niggas, but it would take Ultra Instinct Goku himself to keep my nose out of her dirty drawers. My fault. But yeah, the actors were great. The only problem is the actual heroes were straight cabbage juice. 3 of them are super soldiers. Yelena actually doesn't have any superpowers. And I know y'all watching this video like, but Brandon, what about Ghost, Brandon? She has superpowers. But Brandon, Ghost can phase through objects. That's a power. Oh, that is right. I forgot about Ghost. She can phase through objects. How did I forget about that? Yeah. For like 20 seconds, nigga. 20 seconds. Nigga, I can't even clap your mother's yeeks in 20 seconds. So what is Ghost gonna do? Moving on with another pro about this movie is the character Sentry. Hello, BFS. Hello. I like this nigga. He tough. He hard. I cannot tell a lie. Basically, Sentry is Marvel's Superman, but with like way more powers. To be honest, he's really like Mewtwo. He can do actually everything. There's a scene where he was fighting the Thunderbolts and he was giving straight BTA. Nigga was out there moving like Prime Draymond Green, just assaulting everybody. Now, here comes the first con. The biggest problem with Sentry is that he has no weaknesses. And if you know that the only way to beat someone with no weaknesses is with that weak ass Naruto method. You have to use the power of friendship. So no, I'm not gonna spoil the ending for you, but just know the ending was very predictable and ass. And I'm talking like Kyle Lowry levels of ass. One last good thing that I'll say about this movie, and to be honest, it's probably the best thing. This movie feels like Marvel is back to taking those steps in the right direction when it comes to building up their whole cinematic universe. Now, for you niggas who got the same IQ as B-Lou, I'm gonna explain it for y'all. So if you didn't understand what that meant, let me break it down for you. Hello now, hello, I'm here that shit, I hear that shit. Basically, what I mean by this is, remember the old Marvel movies like Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor? They all individually added to each other, and you had to watch the previous movie before you watched the newer one. And you did this so you can understand all the important information and all the Easter eggs and all that stuff. So by the time we got to Endgame, you understood each individual character and knew all their background stories. And I'm not gonna lie, that's been like a big missing piece since we got Endgame. The only other movies that gave me this feeling was Shang-Chi and Guardians 3. Everything else just felt like random bullshit, I don't know. But I do know the whole point of this film was like an introduction to these characters and let the audience understand them and build them up for the next movie. And with this post-credit scene, it literally, like quite literally shows us like a sneak peek or introduction to the next film. And out of this whole 2-hour movie, the best part to me is the last 3 minutes of the post-credit scene. To me personally, other than Sentry, that's the most interesting part of this whole movie, was that last 3-minute post-credit scene. So I will give them credit for that. So yeah, that was my review of Marvel Thunderbolts. Like I said, you're not gonna catch an erection when you watch this movie, but you're not gonna be mad that you saw it. I'm just grateful that it feels like Marvel is back on the right track to building up their stories. If we go ahead and slide Thunderbolts into the BFS bar, I'm gonna give it like a 6 out of 10. At least I can say it feels like Marvel is back to taking those right steps, because if they keep dropping movies like Black Widow, The Marvels, or the new Doctor Strange, then I might have to start watching DC. All right, nigga, I don't know why I'm lying. I ain't never watching a DC movie. That being said, I hope you guys enjoy my review. Keep in mind, like I said, I'm not a top tier movie critic or a nerd neck nigga. I'm just a sexy light-skinned YouTuber who likes to review movies from time to time. The next Marvel movie is the Fantastic Four, and I think that's coming out around like next month, so expect that review soon. And also, I never gave my review for the newest season of Invincible or the newest season of Solo Leveling, and I know those seasons came out like a cool while ago, so if you want me to review those too, I can, because to be honest, I love both of those seasons and I'm willing to drop a review. And lastly, I know I'm super late to the party, but I also just started watching Bleach, and I'm really fucking with Bleach. Like, I really like Bleach, so if you want me to give a review to that when I finish this, I can. Or any like old movies or any old animes back in the past. Like, I know I still gotta watch Harry Potter, I gotta watch Star Wars, I gotta watch everything like older. So if you want me to give those reviews too when I finish them, I can. I really started this series for like newer movies or like newer shows when they first drop or when they come out, so you guys can like watch them along with me. But if you do want my opinion on like all the older stuff, then I can do that as well. I actually want to, so please let me know if you want to see that. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Expect the Fantastic Four review coming soon. My name is Brandon. Tell your mom to wear something tight. BFS, believe fell succeed. Okay, bye.
Let's have sex in the bank, telling her open a safe. I hate a privileged rapper who don't even know what it takes. The diamonds they hit like a rainbow, that's cause a necklace of Frank. Whoa, whoa.